So today I want to do something a little bit different. I do want to talk about signature scents, but more in kind of a casual podcasty type of way. I'm not going to make this video run long, but I want to chat about signature scents, and I have a few options too. We'll get into options. I also want to talk about why it's harder to have a signature scent when you have a fragrance collection, and what I kind of miss about that and miss about signature scents. I might have some B-roll playing of maybe fragrance commercials or things like that in the background. So let's hop into this. Now, per usual, guys, I always start off this way. If you want to save money, Fragrance by Fragflex, Joma Shop Perfume Online, listed down below in my description right at the top. Great discounters. You're going to save a lot of money on fragrances, Middle Eastern niche designer. And with Joma Shop, you can also do designer shopping. You can do watch shopping, which is what I highly recommend. You can do bag shopping, clothing, glasses, whatever it may be. Links are all down below. So what's the point of this video? So I just kind of wanted to chat about, and I'm curious if you guys are actually feeling the same thing, where more and more you actually don't have a signature scent. And I find this pretty interesting because when I was younger, when I got into fragrances, 11, 12 years old, when I asked for my first fragrance, which was Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal, I had a signature scent. That was my signature scent. It was JPG Le Mal. I had it long time ago, like I said, about 11 or 12, and that's what I was known for smelling as a preteen and kind of, you know, in grade 7 and grade 8. That's kind of what I wore. I wore a lot of Axe, of course, but that was my go-to fragrance, and it was fun. I kind of miss that. Even going into high school, you know, you'd have a signature scent. But as I got into fragrances more and more and built a collection, I realized people now don't know me for a certain smell. And you know what I mean by that. Like women, especially girls, late high school, for you guys who are in high school, especially university. This is a very long time ago for me. But they like, if they like a guy or they like a scent, they like knowing him because he smells good. That's something they always say. And oh, you know, you'll smell the shirt, they'll smell the sweater. You'll leave it with them maybe, you know, if you don't see them for a few days, and they say, oh, you know, this smells like this person. That's because there's a signature scent. Or, oh, yes, I can't wait for this person to come over or see him there. He always smells so good. Usually that's associated with a signature scent, right? And that's something that more and more we lose as fragrance kind of collectors, you can say, or people who are in the hobby, is we don't have a signature scent because we smell like everything. We smell like Dior Sauvage, and we smell like Tobacco Vanille, and we smell like Naxos, and we smell like oud occasionally. And I'm wondering if you guys kind of miss just having that scent and what you would pick if you were to pick maybe one scent to kind of represent you for life. Because yeah, you can't nowadays like have a signature scent. So curious how you guys who have a large collection, how do you keep your signature scent about you, or do you just not? Do you just simply not? Also, I found this the case with vacations and big kind of life events and things like that, is sometimes if I'm wearing something different all the time, I actually don't have that core, oh, this reminds me of that vacation. I used to, but now I find if I'm going out or trips or vacations, I'm bringing like a few decants, and I kind of want to get back to actually just having one fragrance, bringing one fragrance, you know? If I'm going on a vacation, just pick one fragrance to bring. I don't need a daytime, a nighttime. Oh, it might be cold. Oh, we're going to go, you know, to dinner or the spa, and oh, it's going to be really hot that day. I don't need a lineup of 10 decants. You guys know you've been there. I think I'm just going to pick one now and just have that as that nostalgic fragrance for the trip. Obviously, it needs to be a little versatile, but I think that's what I'm going to start doing, because even with trips and memories and nostalgia, I find like fragrances don't remind me of a place or a time in my memory anymore, because I have so many different fragrances that I've wore for 10 different occasions. Like I just can't have a scent memory associated with these because I wear them so often in the most random situations sometimes. So that's something I found maybe hard or difficult with fragrance collecting. It's having a signature scent, which I actually do miss and I kind of want again, but I know I can't really ever have a signature scent again, you know, because I'm testing out fragrances, I'm around different people, and I've been caught in that kind of world of, you know, you need a date night fragrance for this, you need a daytime fragrance for this, you need an office scent. So pretty much stuck at this point. This is like a small sliver of all the fragrances that I own behind me. Some classic examples of fragrances I wouldn't mind smelling like forever is obviously, you know, Creed Aventus. It's pretty typical, but it is a good signature scent, of course, because it works for any situation. But that's also a point I want to bring up. A true signature scent doesn't need to work for any situation. Like Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille here, yes, it's sweet vanilla. I would typically say fall, autumn, maybe date nights, but a signature scent is just a scent that you pick and you're known for. It could be this and you wear it in the summer, winter, spring, fall, doesn't matter the situation. This is what you smell like. This is as known to people as your name. That's kind of what a true signature scent is. Some other safer ones that I wouldn't mind smelling like, I took Prada Luna Rosa Carbon, again, that kind of Ambroxan type vibe. It's good, I don't mind it, it's really nice. The original Dior Homme is a great signature scent, but you could even tell I'm kind of leaning to scents that are versatile, which shouldn't really be a true signature scent. Like a Baldauf Freak right here, by the way. Like a true signature scent should just be a fragrance you like, you just wear it. If it's Naxos, you just wear it. If it's something super rich, Parfums de Marly Altair, then you just wear it. And it doesn't matter if it's summer, and it doesn't matter if it's morning or evening or this or that. People know you for that smell, right? People know that smell smells like you. And that's what I kind of miss, like I said, about signature scents. So the point of this video is kind of just talking about and discussing, you know, what are you guys doing for signature scents? Like, do you actually have one? How are you balancing that with having so many other fragrances that you're using for maybe this occasion, that occasion, this weather, that weather? You know how we get in this community. Do you even have a signature scent? And then also on the flip side, do you still have fragrances that tie you to nostalgia or specific memories? When you go on a trip, are you actually packing one fragrance? All of these fragrances and everything to do with the community is a little too kind of crazy. Like you need this new fragrance, that new clone, that new dupe, that new designer release, the hottest new fragrance from this brand, that brand, dupe from this brand, that brand, niche fragrance from this brand, that brand, then all the extraits, Le Parfums that come with it. And I kind of think the original joy in like fragrances and having perfumes was actually having a signature scent, just picking that, you know, kick-ass fragrance that you loved, people knew you for, and that's it. And then scent memories and pure, true nostalgia, right? And those things, I think both of those, signature scents and nostalgia, are achieved with the smallest amount of fragrances, maybe 2 or 3. But, you know, we're in this hobby and it is what it is. We're in it for the long haul. We have a whole bunch. Let me know down below, guys, how do you kind of balance having a signature scent, if you even do, and also how do you balance trips and nostalgia and memories and associating just one scent, let's say with an event or something like that. Curious to know your thoughts. So anyways, we will cut it here. Let me know your thoughts on these topics down below. If you want to save money, tons of discounts, links, and codes are all in my description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.